Scotland, August 4, 2025. Gusts of up to 196 km/h battered parts of Scotland on Monday, with the unseasonably fierce winds toppling trees and campervans, downing power lines and forcing the closures of major tourist attractions. Major roads and railroads were closed as Storm Floris hit swathes of the country, with one utilities firm describing the operations to deal with the damage as similar to those launched during the depths of winter. With the Met Office yellow warning remaining in place for Orkney and Shetland until 8 a.m. Tuesday and a significant recovery operations ongoing, the disruptions is likely to continue, with ScotRail warning that the impact of the storm could still hinder services as repair work continues. The unseasonably severe storm hit coastal communities in the northwest of the country hardest, with wind speeds of 80 miles per hour recorded in South Uist in Outer Hebrides and 79 miles per hour in Kinloss in Moray. Gusts reached 122 miles per hour in the Cairngorm Summit and 106 miles per hour at Eonaig Moor in the Highlands. People were warned not to travel as the winds sweep up into the early afternoon. Many who did amid an amber warning encountered significant delays and disruptions, with voluntaries impacting travel on major road thoroughfares including the A9, M77, and A82. In Glasgow, the Kingston Bridge was blocked for a half hour after a trail was blown over, while Police Scotland responded to several reports of campervans being blown over of the A87 on Skye. Most major road bridges were closed to high-sided vehicles, with the Fort Road Bridge shut to the motorbikes and pedestrians. On the rail network, the gas caused trees to fall on rail lines and overhead wires, with controlled shutdowns of roads north of Perth and speed restrictions of 50 miles per hour put in place across the central belt, leading to fewer services than scheduled and widespread cancellations to ScotRail services. Train operator L&E Air told its passengers not to travel north of Newcastle, while Avanti West Coast advised passengers not to travel north of Preston. Ross Moran, Network Rail Scotland's road director, described the storm as one which posed unprecedented challenge for the firm. He said winds of up to 75 miles per hour hit the network nationwide, with the north of Scotland hit particularly hard. A raft of Logan Air cancellations impacted flights to and from Barra, Benbecula, Campbelltown, Dundee, Stornoway, and Terry, while the conditions at sea led to significant disruptions for ferry passengers. Scheduled Caledonian McBrain crossing between Corrock and Dunoon, Barra and Erisay, Atrosan and Arran, and Skye and Armadale were among those cancelled, with delays on several other routes. Further north, the weather led Northlink to scrap scheduled sailing between Stormness and Scrapster. Orkney ferries also cancelled several inter-islands crossings. By late afternoon, more than 22,500 properties were without electricity in Highlands and northeast of Scotland. Scottish and Southern electricity networks said it had hundreds of extra staff working and helped restore power to around 5,500 properties that were previously cut off, but it warned it may not be able to reconnect everyone by the end of the day. Andy Smith, the firm's director of customers operations. Andy Smith described Floris as the strongest summer storm we've seen in a very long time, with significant disruptions to power supplies as a result. In Edinburgh, what would ordinarily be a bustling day in the first week of the festival season, the streets were still busy, with some tourists wrestling with umbrellas and skirting past bins and street furniture that had been abandoned by the Gusts. The escalating winds led to scores of performances being pulled, with the Royal Edinburgh Military Tattoo cancelling its show, while Edinburgh Castle and Edinburgh Zoo closed their doors early.
Absolutely demolished it.
Tony Lancaster, chief executive of the bridge, said around 100 performers were unable to go ahead as a result of the weather conditions in order to ensure the safety of acts and audience. In Glasgow, meanwhile, a Hollywood cast and crew were forced to suspend filming for the new feature film, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. The ongoing disruptions from the storm will also have an impact on pupils awaiting their exams result, which are due to land through letterbox on Tuesday. The Scottish Qualifications Authority (SQA) said there will be delays to the delivery of results to addresses in Outer Hebrides, Orkney, and Shetland. Royal Mail said there may be further localized delays at short notice due to the ongoing or lasting impact of the storm, and advised pupils eager to find out their result to contact their schools or college in the first instance. Alternatively, learners can submit an inquiry through the SQA website.